Hello and welcome to the Sunday Shale Show. My name is Mike Chadsey and today I'm joined by Don Crane from the Building Trades. Don, how are you today?
I'm great.
Good, thanks for being here. Give me a quick 30-second bio on you and a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Don Crane. I'm the president of the Western Reserve Building Trades Council. We cover Columbiana, Mahoning, and Trumbull. I'm also I sit on the board of directors of the County Port Authority, Columbiana County Port Authority. I also am the senior manager for the carpenters for the whole northern half of Ohio, from Route 70 to the lake.
Oh, wow.
So I've been involved with the labor movement since 2000 as a rep, and I was a member for 8 years prior to that.
Okay, well that sounds like that stuff keeps you pretty busy.
Yes, very much so.
Well, and are you guys getting busier with this oil and gas development that's happening in this part of the state?
Absolutely. The trades are doing very well here in the area, especially in the Mahoning and Trumbull counties at this point, just with the fact of some of the RUMA agreements and those kind of things that are in place. They've really ensured that the building trades members are getting the best bang for the buck.
Oh, great.
And the contractors obviously have to come with that. Mm-hmm. So everyone's doing very well. The pipeline work and the infrastructure that's going in is helping quite a bit.
Good. For those who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about the building trades and what kind of work is it that they do?
Sure. The building trades is made up of 14 craft unions, which are anywhere from pile drivers that drive the beams, the deep foundations in the ground, operating engineers that push the dirt, plumbers and pipe fitters, electricians, carpenters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, elevator constructors, painters, glazers with window work, and probably missing one or two, but bricklayers and cement masons.
Well, so, that's a wide variety of folks. Yes. And as you riddled those all off, most of them are involved in some aspect of the oil and gas industry.
Absolutely. That's the best part. Even other than the pipeline work, which still encompasses several of the crafts, sure. Any of the processing plants, compressor stations, the infrastructure all require different aspects of the building trades at one point or another.
Oh, good. Well, I know there's a relationship between the industry and the building trades and some of the labor unions, and I know that there's sometimes not always a perfect relationship, but I know that a lot of folks see that if we continue to work together and move the ball down the field, both sides are looking to benefit, and I know you're a big part of that as well, too. Yeah,
it's the big picture. Our safety programs definitely mirror what's required in the oil and gas industry, and then the good thing about our apprenticeship programs is we can steer those towards training that is required by oil and gas, whether it's safety or just an aspect of the work that needs to be taught in the programs.
Okay, good. When you mentioned a key word there, apprenticeship, I mean, a lot of that is, guys that are my age that are maybe new and trying to bring them up, give them the skill set, the education, the understanding about how, hey, this can be very sustainable if we get some folks in now that understand safety is important, being drug-free is important, and getting these guys trained and getting them out in the field right now, because they could work in this career for 30 years, and I know that you guys really understand that. That's great.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. Apprentices today could get on board and work just strictly in the oil and gas industry for their entire career if they chose to.
That's great. Well, the one thing that I do want to talk to you about, Don, is there's as you well know, in the city of Youngstown, there is an issue that's going to be on the May 7th ballot, I think being referred to as a Bill of Rights. Do you or do the building trades have an opinion on that particular issue that folks are going to vote on?
Yeah, we're absolutely against the Citizens Bill of Rights here in the city of Youngstown. It will handcuff any industry that comes to town that maybe have some type of an emission, whether it's a gas engine or certain solvents, or as major as digging footers or foundations. And a private citizen could actually go and actually try and shut down a project. It would just absolutely be a nightmare. And although some are calling it unconstitutional, it still has to be challenged to be deemed unconstitutional.
Sure. You have to have a court case there.
That's correct. So so for someone to come to the valley and be the first one to basically test the water, who wants to do that? You already have a cost imposed on yourself with moving a business or starting a business, and then you also know that you have this legal fight, and you have to be the first one to try on a legal battle. It would just be tough, and it would handcuff the industry.
Well, it makes a lot of people very nervous. Is this shale play really just is getting off the ground? To have something like that really makes investment kind of, folks are just nervous about that, and particularly as you just mentioned here, all the handcuffing that would happen if this would be put in place. You have a lot of people that would be impacted by that. And as you read the Bill of Rights, it's intended for the oil and gas industry, but because of the way state law is, it's almost like it impacts every other industry but the oil and gas industry. And it's great that you guys have seen that come out and said, hey, this is not good for the city.
Yes, absolutely. We cannot stand behind something that's going to handcuff the industry as bad as this would.
Good. Well, I appreciate your comments today. Do you have any other final kind of information you want to share about the building trades, or maybe how to get in contact with you or your folks?
Yeah, the building trades phone number 330-758-8160. We also have a website, wrbct.com, and our contractor lists and availability of each craft is all online. The apprenticeship programs are online, and or if you need to just call the number and get the building trades website from the secretary, we can do that too. Great. And yeah, we're up and running, ready for business. Good.
Well, Don, I appreciate your comments today. Thank you for your support and understanding this issue and what's happening here.
All right. Thank you very much.
For more information, visit us at eidohio.org. Thank you.